channel. Today I'm doing a Q&A, or guess like a life talk. I don't really know. I said Q&A on my Snapchat because I was asking for questions, but it's more of like a life talk because it's only like one topic basically. A lot of people like were asking about like college life, first experience, going back, because I'm going back, the roommates I had my first year. So it's more of like a college talk instead of like a Q&A. So that's what we're talking about. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, sorry if I keep looking over here, it's because I have my laptop and it has all my ideas on it, so I don't lose track, because I will lose track. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is roommates. My first year I had two roommates. One was black, one was white, and then I'm Spanish, so I felt like we had a mixture blend in there. It was all friendliness in that room. And the way I met my roommates was over the summer, because I wasn't even sure I was gonna go to my school. I wanted to go to college, but I didn't know if I wanted to go to my school. So I was like, do I even want to meet these people? Because I don't even like them. I don't even know them. I was talking about getting a safe and all that. Like, I was not trusting anything in a mama. So anyways, the white girl was Abby, and the black girl was Misha, and then there's me, Isis, the Spanish one, right? So Abby had hit me up first on Instagram, and we were talking, and I was like, how you know you're my roommate? I'm getting like, who are you? Just hit me up on Instagram, that weird. And then she had told me she's my roommate, and I was like, oh shoot. So we started texting, Instagramming, whatever, DMing. And then Misha had texted me a day later on Facebook, and I was like, oh, so I guess I got two roommates, because I didn't even sign in. I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna leave, man. I don't know what I want to do with my life, even though I did. And so then I started talking to Misha, and then I forgot how all three of us got in. Oh, we all went to Facebook. We got into a group chat. We just started talking. So that's how I met them. They were really cool. I actually thought one of my roommates were lying. I tell this story all the time because I'm such an idiot. Sis told me, we were all like, oh, where do you live? So we could link up maybe. And sis was like that. She lives in Long Island City, Queens. And she didn't say Queens, she just said Long Island City. So I'm sitting there like, that's rude. When you live in Harlem, dead smack of Harlem, on 3rd, everybody and their mother dying for no reason. Anyways, she told me Long Island City, New York. Oh, Queens, whatever. She just said Long Island City. And then I just thought she lived in Long Island. I didn't know she lived in Queens. I'm slow like that. So after sis told me she lived in Long Island City, I think she really lived over there. Mad far, like 3 hours away. And then I had like got an email saying like, oh, like the actual address, like New York, zip code, da da da. And I was like, oh, so shorty lives in Queens, and she didn't need to lie to me. Why she told me she lived in Long Island City? She could have just said she lived in Queens, and I'm not gonna stalk her. Like, I did not trust her to save my life. I was looking at her mad sideways. And then after all that, I told her about it, and it's now something we laugh at. I think it's funny, so that's why I told y'all. But I'm just a little slow like that. I dead thought sis lied to me, and it was really bad. But we're cool now, so it don't matter. We laugh about it all the time. Okay, what else about my roommates? So basically I was in a triple, 3 beds, 3 sections, a window seat. The room, considering 3 people, I'd say it was pretty big, because other dorms on campus, I felt like they're doubles that were turned into triples. Like, mine were smaller, and I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed if I was in that room. Like, where's my space? For most of the year, we were okay, but then, things had happened. We had falling outs. We're still cool, but we're not as close as we used to be. Between me and one girl, me and the other girl are still pretty close. Like, we talk every day, or almost every day. We haven't been talking recently, but we used to talk every day. But we're still close. Anyways, me and one girl are still cool. Me and another girl aren't really cool. We have this other friend named John, and he's super cool. We're still close. and we're all friends. Even though you don't talk to people, you know, it's not like high school where people are like hella petty, hella judgmental, and like nobody fucks with each other and shit. Living with them isn't that bad. You know what I mean? You get nervous at first, you don't trust people, but everyone's super nice. Like, I know a lot of people don't go away, a lot of people aren't going away now because of COVID, but it's really nice. Like, when you're first there and you're like sad, you're homesick and all that, they're really comforting, and then like you get to talk, and then, you know, even though you have different lives and different backgrounds, you're all going through the same thing. I'm sorry, my eye really itches. And, oh, I'm a dumbass, I have mascara on. Okay. And you're all going through the same thing, so everybody kind of understands and just lets life happen and talks to you about it and tries to push you into the right direction. Even if like you want to change your major, they won't force you to like change it or stay in the one you already got. But really supportive, really supportive. I'd say though my first year was really bad. Like, you think you're okay, and you think you're doing fine, you think everything's fine, like just because you're there, you're doing it, you think you're okay. But people don't talk about how bad your mental health gets and how bad you feel about yourself. And I feel like more people should talk about that, because they're all like, go away for college or go to college, but they don't talk about like the negatives. They always talk about the positives, or like the positives that they wish they had, like the people that stayed and wish they went away. But it's like college in general, I feel like messes with your mental health. But going away, it's like you feel like you have nobody, and you feel like you're there alone. You're just meeting new people, you know, like all your family and friends are back home. Like, it's a whole thing. So when I look back, I feel like it was terrible. And if I go back, like if I could go back and do it again, I'd do it completely different. But you know, you live and you learn, and I'm past it now, and I've learned a lot, and I'm doing a lot better. So that's okay. That is what matters, son. Okay. Don't mind my double chin moment. First year, yeah, pretty much bad. That's it. Yep. Experience, I mean, my college experience overall, from freshman year to now, I'm gonna be a junior starting in like 2 weeks. Today is the 6th of August. I start the 24th of August, so it's about a week and a half. No, it's about like 2 weeks, but I go to school in a week and a half, so we're there for a week for no reason. But my experience, I'd say overall, was pretty lit. I mean, like, I met my boyfriend on campus. I am still with him. I've met my friends on campus who are really cool. I still have my friends back home. Like, I feel like things have gotten a lot better over the time. Sorry. But my college experience, I say, is pretty good. I'm not in any sports. I'm not in any clubs, because I just feel like that's way too much work. Like, they say you don't have to be committed, but you kind of do. You low-key do. If it's not like if it's like arts and crafts club, and you just go every week, you don't have to be committed to that. But if it's like another, like a book club or movie club or whatever, I feel like you have to be more committed to those, and I don't like that. And sports, I just feel like take up a lot of time, because I be asking people sometimes, and they be having so many practice hours and so many things to do, and I just be like, no, that is not for me, sis. Catch me later. I'll be in my dorm doing anything else but that. I don't really go to the library. Library's cool. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm just more comfortable in my room. I don't want to travel to study. I can just sit at my desk and study. I don't know. It's probably because I'm lazy. But I do go to the library sometimes with other people when we have to do work, or I'm forced to go to get something from my professor. But that's about it. I do have some college parties. My school is not really like a party school. It's not. If they do, it's like kind of cliquey. Like, certain people have parties, certain groups have parties, certain clubs have parties. That's pretty much it. We have like on-campus parties sometimes, like regular ones, but it's not like everyday thing. It's not like other colleges that like throw parties every weekend and stuff. So that's not my school. I don't really party. Even when there are parties, I just stay home because I be tired. I work on weekends, and even when I didn't work, I did go out a lot more when I didn't work though. But I also stayed home a lot. So like during the week, I stayed home, my dorm. I did like a lot of work. I studied. I went to professor's office hours. I did things for extra classes. Cause you know, you're trying to get good grades and shit is hard out here. It is hard out here, son. So you gotta get it done. Okay. Anyways, what was I talking about? Nice. Oh, parties. Yeah, there wasn't really much of a party here. Still am not. But I'll go out here and there, and I'll go out with my friends, and I'll go and get lit. Yeah. But not too lit. Or like I'll come, like what I do now is that when I come home from work, come home back to my dorm, I will then like I will work a full 9-hour shift, 12 to 9, 11 to 8, sometimes 11 to 9 because you still get out late. And I'd come home, shower, eat a little snacky snack, do my makeup, and go out. Like, and then I get home till like 4, and then be dumb tired in the morning for work again at like 11, and work all day till 8 to get back home to go to bed to have class the next day. Like, life is tough out there. Just because you're tired, but I feel like I didn't answer that properly. But that's what I'm gonna talk about because you're gonna be hearing a lot of that. People's dying out here, even though they're not. They just call. They're rude. Anyways, college experience. I feel like that's fine. I've met a lot of people. I've dropped a lot of people. Not dropped, but like, you know, you just kind of fall out. There's not much drama either. Like, I feel like once everybody graduates and gets to college, all the freshmen, most of them, no, some of them still be having that drama mentality, but most of them just like, nobody cares either. Like, they don't care about what you're wearing, what you're doing, how you are, nothing. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's what I like. Professors can be really nice. They can also help guide you sometimes. They can be lenient. Every professor is different. All my professors so far have been pretty decent. My eye is hurting. It's like when I blink it hurts. But it's okay. I say that's okay a lot. It's not. A funny experience. You know, I was thinking about this a while before I tried making this video. Shut up. I was thinking about this a while before I made the video because I asked this question yesterday. Like, I asked for questions yesterday. I'm making the video today. And right before, I was talking with my sister, and I was like, I have literally like one super funny experience in my head, and I didn't want to say it, but I was like, I could say it, like, my channel, who cares? And basically, there's some girl that don't like me on campus because of a particular man who's my man. And we had went to this party, me and my man, we were there chilling, partying, dancing, and shorty had came in late, you know, shorties who think they cute, coming to parties late, lit, pre-game, haha, right? She thought she was fire. She thought she had a fire outfit with her ass hanging out. First of all, sweetie, that's not cute. Wear your clothes. Where are your clothes? I look better than you, and I'm fully clothed. I had jeans on. Wait, I didn't have jeans on. I think I did have jeans on. I had leggings. I had something. And I had, you know, I came with my jacket. My jacket was over there. I had all that. Basically. Right? And, like, I guess she just saw me and my man because we were in the middle of the dance floor and then just dancing with our friends. And then sis came up with her friends. And she was standing there for a little bit dancing, but then out of nowhere, sis just left. Sis left the whole party. And that whole night was so dead. After that day was dead. And when I think about it, I just laugh because I'm like, you have to be so pressed about me to leave an entire party because I'm there. Like, you know, like, if a shorty I like was there and we had like beef, I probably would have fought her. But if we just got beef, like me and her had, like, I'm not leaving a party because sis there. You know what I mean? Like, she had some fun. Like, she stood for a little bit. But I guess she just decided to leave because, you know, like I said, she showed up late. Then sis left. So I'm like, okay. I guess I guess my presence bothers her that much. But I got a hair on my lip. But that I found hilarious. Because I'm just like, yo, shorty's that pressed over me? Me, sweetie? Nah. Nah, but that was funny to me. College advice for freshmen. Comment on my YouTube. Or add me on Instagram. No. I mean, you can do that too. Because I can give you personal advice for your situation and tell you how to do things. But I would say is don't get your hopes up too high. Make a lot of friends, but make sure you're focused on yourself. Make sure your mental health is like a top priority. If you need to stay home from class because you're not feeling it, I promise you stay home. If you're not feeling it, don't force yourself to go to that class because you'll feel crappy about going. Like, I've had those moments where I just wake up and I'm like, I don't want to go. And it's not because I just don't want to go to class. It's like, I'm overwhelmed. And I feel like colleges should give like self-care days. I feel like that is a thing because you be having like exams, projects, tests all in the same week. And exams be accumulative or partial, and then they be accumulative, and you just be having so much in your brain. And then let's say you're like me who works and you're tired and you're trying to have a social life, and then you barely have a social life, so you already feel bad. It's just so many things. So just make sure your mental health is your top priority. I'm not saying skip class for fun. I'm not saying don't do your work. But I'm saying if you need a day or two, or you need to get yourself together, or you just need a day out, like, do it. Do it. I have so much advice. It's not coming to my head. I just know my mental health was like my thing. So like, it's my top priority to tell you to keep your mental health together. To freaking together. Do you hear me? Get it? 1, 1, 2 together. Tied. Okay? I'm going back during COVID. And I know a lot of people want to know about that too, because it's like, why are you going away? How is it happening? Things like that. Well, my school's actually taking a lot of protocols. My school's also really small. So with people like not being able to travel because they live across the world, people not being able to travel because they're in a quarantine state or their numbers are high or whatever it is, they don't want to come back. It's already going to be less people on campus. And we're by trees, open areas, so I feel like it's going to be a lot safer. And then there's protocol, social distancing, monitoring numbers in places and things like that. So I feel like we'll be safe. What's annoying though is that they asked us to come back a week early. And I find that stupid because it's like, how do you give somebody a notice that late to come back a week early? What, sis? But we're going back, so not that pressed because then it's basically like a week of moving in. Not even a week, it's a day because they give you a day and time. Basically a week to just, get everything together and self-quarantine or whatever they want you to do. They don't want you to self-quarantine, but it's like, you have a week to do nothing. You're there, so do something. Quarantine if you want. Someone's gonna drive me up there so I can actually get there, because I just don't have a car or a license. I was supposed to, and COVID messed that up too, but we're not gonna talk about it. Some of my friends ain't going back, kind of lame. Some of them are though. Like, I'm living in a building, so like my dorms, some of them have like steps, and then the one I'm living in has an elevator. I'm gonna live on the 10th floor with a bomb view, and I'm gonna show you it so you can see my bomb view because it's the bomb. Did I say bomb enough? Because it's the bomb. I get to watch the colors in the sunset. I get to sip my little tea. About to buy myself a little Keurig, drink my little coffee because I don't really like tea. Drink my coffee, watch the sunset, watch the clouds, watch all the lights at the bottom light up. And my friends, ain't nobody back here. My friends before, okay, I ain't getting together. My friends that I have now, that are also my friends before, I have showed them my view and they've also loved it. And I've had 3 different views so far because I'm a 3rd year. So they love it, and I'm excited to see what the 3rd year has. I hope it's easier. Some questions you might have because I didn't answer them. The school I go to is Skidmore College, upstate Saratoga. Not that many people know about it, but it's also very well known at the same time. Like if I you watching this video might not know the school. If you go out and tell somebody, they might not know. But then a lot of adults or like a lot of like higher people, like people connects and stuff, like they'll be like, oh shoot, you go to Skidmore, oh my gosh. Or doctors, like, oh, you go to college? Yeah, Skidmore. Oh my goodness, really? How'd you get in there? Oh, because it's a really good school and it's really hard to get into. Honestly, I don't even know how I got in. I ain't even want to go, but I'm here. So, my college is Skidmore. I'm a 3rd year, and my major is health and human physiological science. It used to be called exercise science, but it's not anymore because we are baddies and we need to be appreciated that we are. Thank you. The baddies that we are, we need to be appreciated. There you go. I'm taking 5 classes, 16 credits. Oh, also remember, always go to your advisor for everything. Because you will get lost, you will be confused. And even if you feel like they're not gonna help you, sometimes they won't because sometimes you have crappy advisors, but always go to your advisor. And just remember, you need 15 credits every semester, even though they tell you it could be lower than that. Always remember to stay on track with all your credits and all your grades, at least a C, please. C's get degrees, not even D's get degrees, whatever it is, C's, okay? Try your best. That is the end of this video. I am sorry it's probably hella long. If it's not, yay. Yeah, that's it. Any more questions, comment. If you found the video cool, liked it. If it was funny, just like the like button and then subscribe because I'm cool, because I am the coolest person you might know and you don't even know because you don't want to subscribe to my channel. But I'm dumb cool. Ask anybody. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Bye.